G'day subscribers. For 3 years we've put up with a substandard driver's compartment on Project Julius. So today we're going to do something about fixing the steering wheel, the shroud that covers the steering column, and also the new old stock gear lever that we've got and the new gear knob. You are Jules Knight on Jive Talking Garage. So as you can see now, the paint strip is doing its job. It's starting to lift that 1956 paint. And we'll also see what we can... I've noticed we've got one little crack in there, so I'll use some secret sauce on that and see how it turns out. So we're just going to do section at a time to make sure that this turns out good. So if we have a good look now at our progress, the steering wheel is down to Bakelite. So that's the old-fashioned plasticky type of material. Now this is a steel. This is steel inside that's been dropped in a mold and filled with Bakelite. So I've got front and back done. And so now I'm going to concentrate on getting paint off the ring. So that steering wheel, it's 15 inches, the same as our stock diameter rims, 15 inches. And so I'll get this prepared, and then I'm going to neutralize all of the Bakelite, and then it'll be a case of preparing it, or cleaning, preparing, prep sol, and then today will be undercoat, and tomorrow will be colour. So now we can see that we've done the horizontal finger grip of the steering wheel, and we've put paint stripper around the outside, and you can see we've put enough on there for it to start reacting and lifting up all the paint, so that you can see the Bakelite underneath. So the next step is to get rid of as much as that as we can in one go, and then get ready to give it a second coat on the areas that didn't lift. So we've got the paint stripper off, and we're just going to get this organized. So we're going to neutralize. We're going to finish the underside, we're going to give it some undercoat, and we're going to give it some colour. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. So now we've stripped the steering wheel, front and back, and we've got some repairs that are setting. There was about half a dozen hairline cracks in the steering wheel, so I've repaired them, and I've just let it set all afternoon. And then what we're going to do next is sand those repairs down and then get it ready to prepare for undercoating. So we've now got 3 coats of undercoat on the steering wheel. We've done our repairs. Thanks Scotty Too Hottie and also Bob for making sure I knew the secret sauce. And so we're going to let that sit overnight. And tomorrow when we get sunlight, we'll wait for full sun and we'll prepare it, do some sanding, some touch up on the undercoat, and then we'll give it some ocean mist green colour. So now we're working on the underside of the steering wheel. We've got a couple of coats of green on it. So we'll do the underside and then we'll flip it over and do the top. So we've got 4 coats underneath and 6 coats on top, and we've put a little bit extra on all the places that your hands normally go. So we're just going to let that dry. We'll put the shroud on the steering column, hopefully, and the new old stock gear shift lever. So now we've done the hard work and put on the gear shroud, the cover that goes over the steering shaft. We've got a new old stock gear shift lever, and we've put a new old stock white, the correct white ivory gear knob to match the glove box buttons, the radio buttons, the choke button, and also the headlight button. Tomorrow we're collecting our new headlight switch from Darren, so he's done that for us. So we had this painted 3 years ago, and that painted 3 years ago. We've stripped the wheel and it's got all brand new paint on it. We've cleaned the chrome on the horn ring, and I think the FJ Holden is ready to go for Northside Classic Holden's Australia Day rally tomorrow. Anyway, so thanks for indulging us as we actually got our FJ ready for the run tomorrow for Australia Day. So after 3 years of putting up with a pretty rubbishy steering wheel and no shroud and a really rotten old gear shift lever, it's very nice to have it all looking so good. And not only that, I've had somebody keep me company the entire 3 days of the project. But I must say, with this job, you sort of need 3 hands to do everything. It's for a one-person job. It's very, very difficult. So anyway, it's done now. So tonight, in the cool of the evening, because it's quite hot here in Brisbane, I'll just give everything a bit of a sweep out and some armour oil and whatever, and then it'll be ready first thing in the morning to take Mrs. Jive Talking and myself to Scarborough, and we'll go and see the Holdens. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Don't forget, share, like and subscribe, but more importantly, enjoy your Holden.